All right, how you guys doing? Hopefully you're feeling strong and willing to get to the end. Let's start. Okay, this document that I have presented, and you have a copy and a soft copy and hard copy now online and in front of you, is a sample prompt. Okay, sample directions and a sample essay. I believe one of my students asked for a sample essay, and I forgot that I had it. It was there already, so I dug up some files, and here it is. All right. Now, be clear. What you see here in the beginning is a summary. I'm sorry, the intro paragraph. Okay. The middle is the summary paragraph. This is the first rhetorical analysis paragraph. This is the second one. Second. And finally, this is the conclusion paragraph. I have pretty much set this out for you. Now, today we're just focusing on the intro paragraph, so I'm going to zoom in. When you look at this intro paragraph, I want you to stop this video right now, and I want you to take a moment to read it. Okay, now that you've read it, understand that in my rubric, I say that for the intro, I want you to create it or structure the intro paragraph in a BBT format. Okay? You might be thinking to yourself, what exactly is the BBT? Right? It just stands for broad or general statement. Okay? The bridge, sentences, and finally your thesis. If you were to highlight and break apart three different parts of the intro paragraph, what would you highlight as the broad or general statement, the bridge sentences, and thesis? Pause the video, and I want you to take a moment to highlight either on this document, on the soft copy online, or the hard copy in front of you using three different highlighters. Okay, let's assume that you finished. You should have gotten this as your broad and general statement. Okay, we'll highlight this one color. We'll highlight these sentences as the bridge sentences. Okay, and we'll make that blue. And last but not least, of course, the last sentence of your intro paragraph is usually the thesis. Now, a lot of students have a difficult time differentiating the different sentences. For example, what exactly makes the first sentence, the second, and the thesis so different, right? Okay, well, let me break it down step by step. The very first intro sentence needs to be relevant, okay? It needs to be relevant to the topic, but it should hide and not reveal the text. Title, okay? So be careful. A lot of times students write a general statement that's irrelevant. It's not connected to the topic whatsoever. You don't want to do that. You don't want to mislead your audience and reader. Let's go to the next part. Here are some key factors to the bridge sentences, okay? In the bridge, you need to have 1, the author or writer's full name. Okay, but you only do this once. Okay, take a look. I have in Abraham Lincoln's speech. Okay, notice I have his full name here. Then I use Lincoln throughout the remainder of the time. Lincoln, Lincoln, Lincoln. You are not buddy-buddy with Abraham Lincoln. You can't just call him Abe. Okay? Make sure you use his full name once and then refer to him by his last name. Number 2, in the bridge sentence, you need the text title. Okay? Usually, if you have some sort of an article or a speech, an op-ed, you're going to put these in quotes. Okay? How about we say title? And if you have a book, okay, or if you have a giant work, some sort of a play, an opera, okay, you would put that in italics. Italicize larger works. Okay? And the last part. So a lot of students start writing whatever in the bridge sentences. However, you need to make sure that the rest of the sentence, rest of the sentences are background information relevant to your thesis statement. Okay? It is background information relevant to your thesis statement. You don't want to be too broad, and you don't want to give context or background information that doesn't narrow it down and lead your reader or audience to your thesis. Everything is anchored on the thesis. It is your selling pitch, your selling argument. So you got to make sure that your broad statement, your bridge sentences all lead to the thesis statement. Hopefully this was helpful. Good luck.